Iran hangs man in public in second execution linked to protests.
Here's a summary of the article.
When the smoke cleared on Zurhi Street, 20-year-old Omid Moayedi was dead. Eyewitnesses to what happened on the evening of November 13 during protests in the southwestern city of Shiraz said the university student was first shot in the back as he and other protesters fled. Sources with knowledge of the situation told RFE/RL's Radio Farda that there was no doubt Moayedi had joined protests taking place in Shiraz on November 13. After repeated calls from Moayedi's mother on the night of November 13, a man answered Moayedi's mobile phone and told her that her son had been arrested and she should contact the information office of the local branch of the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, according to the sources. The sources told Radio Farda that representatives of various agencies went to the family home and told Moayedi's parents that he was shot by protesters while driving his car, an account that the family did not accept. The intention, the sources believe, was to use Moayedi's name to highlight the death of a member of the Basij paramilitary force who shared Moayedi's last name and died in Shiraz the same night. The sources with knowledge of the situation told Radio Farda, the family has been pressured to speak publicly on radio and television to repeat the official narrative that Moayedi was a victim of protester violence. State media has reported that Moayedi's death occurred on November 14, the day after the protests.
This post received a score of 7,700, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Iran is filled with bright people, and has an impressive history. Too bad the current regime is primitive and vile, keeping these people down. My heart is with the people of Iran.
I feel this way about all people who are oppressed. I'm adding to what you're saying while agreeing. You constantly hear told from some people about abortion and how that may have been the next Einstein. My dudes, there may have been hundreds, or millions of Einsteins who have come and gone, or are currently alive right now but will never be given the opportunity. There are many oppressed people in the world, and each are just as capable as everyone else. Maybe we should focus on them. But of course, power structure demands subservience, and everyone feels they deserve to be at the top.
I saw the video posted on New Iran. It was kind of private and attended solely by the regime thugs, Basijis. They did it in the early hours of the morning while it was dark, unannounced to anybody or the young man's family. They're not doing them in public due to the risk of protesters interfering. They called his family at 7 a.m. and simply said, "We killed your son, he's buried at Beheshtzara Cemetery, Plot 66, and they hung up the phone.
It'll be a good day when the families of the affected get to do the same to them. Some of these morality police, just following orders, are doing it a bit too gleefully."
You know what's more fucked? There's a semi-militia group called Basij, which consists of only brainwashed volunteers. They think the supreme leader is chosen by God and therefore should be obeyed without hesitation. They're the ones doing the dirty works too.
They really need to read their holy book again. Seems the fanatics always have this problem.
To fanatics, it's never about their holy book. It's about the power they have over others. Religion is just for show to them.
Torture, forced confessions broadcast on TV and sham trials without a proper lawyer or any other way to defend yourself. That is what the IRI will be remembered for.
The Iranian regime is nothing but terrorists, religious nutbags,
and thieves. Corrupt, greedy bastards who line their own pockets 24/7. And hypocrites, sending their hijabless wives to the West while making their population chant death to America.
This story is a tragic example of the abuse of power and violence that exists in Iran. Human rights should be respected everywhere, regardless of protests or dissent. We must continue to promote international human rights dialogue and remain vigilant in protecting basic freedoms.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.